I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya.
We had record numbers again statewide this past weekend. I would not be surprised if the governor has no other option than to start doing more business restrictions again.
They stopped short of a mandate, but the Flagler County Commission has unanimously passed a resolution that strongly encourages mask wearing indoors when one cannot adequately social distance. Commission Chairman Dave Sullivan.
This is a way of us reemphasizing that, but saying that there is no way we can ask our sheriff to arrest people or fine people. It'd just be an impossible task. So we are asking people as strongly as we can to wear masks and to look out for their fellow man.
Flagler County Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord stressed how vitally important masks are to curbing the spread of COVID-19.
The more serious that our residents and businesses take this and realize that the simple act of taking a mask or staying 6 feet away, at least from somebody else, can help us not further destroy our economy.
Last week, Palm Coast, Flagler Beach, and Bunnell passed what they called mask mandates, but their measures also stopped short of fines or any enforcement provisions.
It's time to close the chapter, put it behind us.
The defunct Flagler County Sheriff's Operations Center is sold to the only bidder. GPR1 LLC will buy the property for $807,000. It sat vacant since June of 2018 after Sheriff's Office employees started getting sick and filed workers' comp claims. The building, which sat at the site of a former hospital, was later found to contain mold. The building is being sold as is, with the county opting to build a new operations center on Commerce Parkway in Bunnell. Sheriff Rick Staley supports the sale.
No one on this commission created the mess that we find ourselves in. I wasn't sheriff, but it was your job to clean this mess up. None of you created it. So I just want to tell you, on behalf of the men and women of the Sheriff's Office, sell this pig with lipstick.
The sale was approved in a 4-1 vote, with County Commissioner Joe Mullins being the sole dissenter. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Carroll.
Flagler County Sheriff's deputies say a man abandons one stolen vehicle to carjack another. Tony Magoo has the details.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office was alerted to a stolen vehicle out of Maryland traveling on Palm Coast Parkway Saturday around 1:30 in the afternoon. Deputies spotted the gray Mazda SUV just as it entered Interstate 95. The vehicle fled from deputies at a high rate of speed. It was later located, unoccupied, at the Central Florida Retina Institute on Old Kings Road in Flagler Beach. Flagler County Emergency Fireflight Helicopter and the K-9 unit attempted to track the suspects. Less than 10 minutes later, the suspect carjacked a gold GMC SUV. This guy was very brazen to enter an occupied car at a gas station and asked for a ride, Sheriff Rick Staley said. Luckily, the driver made the right decision, got out of the vehicle before she got hurt. The Camden County Sheriff's Office in Georgia was able to locate the vehicle. The suspect in the carjacking has been identified as 40-year-old Chad Langlois, who is currently in custody in the Camden County Jail with no bond. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
What will going back to school look like?
Flagler County School Superintendent Kathy Middlestat says that schools will reflect much of the rest of present-day life, and they'll follow CDC guidelines.
And it mentions about the social distancing. When that is not feasible, some of the safeguards you can put in place is a facial covering. So we continue to look at what that means for us at the school site, and we're making adjustments as we need to.
Superintendent Middlestat said she does expect more guidelines to come down from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention before school starts on August 10th. To listen to more of what Superintendent Kathy Middlestat had to say, download the Flagler radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. Tomorrow, the superintendent talks about the changes in the classroom. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
WNZF's John Arking wraps up his profiles of the candidates running for 7th Circuit Public Defender.
There are 3 candidates in the running for the position, which coordinates legal representation for defendants who otherwise could not afford a lawyer in Volusia, Flagler, St. Johns, and Putnam counties. Anne Marie Janusa runs a private practice in St. Augustine, while Matthew Metz is the felony division chief at the Office of the Public Defender. The third candidate is George Burden, who is chief of the Capital Appeals Division for the office. Burden was asked what he thinks makes a good public defender.
It's preparation. Every lawyer that's successful prepares. There's no substitute for preparation. We have this expression, there's lawyers that phone it in. Those are the lawyers that are not successful, and it's across the board, public defender's office, civil practice. We are going to have lawyers that prepare. And how are we going to know? Because we have resources, technological resources, that we can track what our lawyers are doing. We have some rudimentary things now, but I am going to upgrade that so I can sit at my desk and know what kind of preparation and work that my lawyers are doing for their cases.
Burden was also asked about the endorsement he received from Glenn Ritchie Sr., the former mayor of Daytona Beach.
He has hired me on several occasions in my private practice and knows the quality of work that I've done. That's one of the reasons. Also, from my work in the Daytona Beach Race and Recreational Facility District. And what Mr. Ritchie has seen me do is increase the amount of money we had by making our car show events better. Our budget has increased almost double in the 10 years that I've been there.
Because all of the candidates running for the 7th Circuit Public Defender are Republicans, the August 18th primary will be the election. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John R. King.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.